Hey everybody, and welcome back to the dumbest Time Lord on all of YouTube, Pitstain Hobbies. This is what I get for not doing a sound check. I saw the little sound meter bumping around on OBS and figured it was fine to record because I've done so many sound checks and they've always been fine. Tonight I didn't do it. So, we've unboxed Stage 19, which is a big squishy alien face hugger, octopus giant eyeball. It's the Dalek, obviously. Time Lords. Marvel kind of stole that idea. I mean, I don't think they have a foot to stand on to argue otherwise. Um, you know, Time Variance Bureau and all that, or agency, TVA. Yeah, no. But either way, we got our little squishy Dalek, which is basically an awesome partwork dog toy. He's just gonna sit his butt down on the porcelain throne inside the big Dalek robot. He's awesome. And we unpacked stage 20. That was 19. That was it. That was 19. More than enough. And these 2B things used to be black. But basically, the D1 bolts to the D1 with an AP screw, and the C1, this one C, bolts to C with an AP screw. And I used a super cheap set of acrylic paint markers I got from eBay, Facebook, Amazon, that's it, that my buddy Buck recommended to me, and I'll link these below. They're very inexpensive. They're way cheaper than the AK paint markers. You get a nice big set of metallics for not a lot of money. I'll link that below. We've bolted this back wall on. We just slide it down onto the pegs here, and then 4 FP screws with the flanges. Oh, God, Ian. Do your sound checks properly next time. What the hell? My excuse. I'll take an excuse. I'll take, yes, one of my excuses, please, referee. I'm still getting better from my convention cough or Wonderfest flu or whatever you want to call it. I've gotten comments, other people also returned home ill after Wonderfest. It happens. You go to a convention. We're homebodies. We don't leave the house a lot. We're working on models. We're doing our jobs 9 to 5, and then we work on our models. We're not out and about. We're not clubbing. We're in our 40s, 30s, 50s, what have you, 60s. We're not socializing outside of the home that much. So yeah, maybe our immune systems have become slightly compromised over the years of sheltering in place with our hobbies. That being said, now we're recording, and the 2 bits marked with C, that is your A assembly for stage 20, and it's got to go. There's a little peggy guy down here at the bottom, and these 2 posts here, and we've got to get it right into here, like that. There we go. And then this one, that's the parts marked D that you've assembled together. Those go in there. And then we're going to get 4 AP screws in these holes. And I've checked, and the sound works. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Well, there we go. Those are in. That looks good. I think, honestly, with the copper there, or brass. No, it's copper. Yeah, it's copper. I was gonna say brass. No, it's copper. I think I'm just gonna dry brush using like some silver or gunmetal type dry brushing paint on the black. I think it'll be a nice finished look. But, I could be wrong. I might paint this whole back wall, gunmetal or something. Who knows? Everybody's done such great work, and I'm just trying to make mine unique and more efficient. Because, we wanted to have some nice touches, but how often are we opening the Dalek? And when we do, what can we really see? That's the question nobody knows yet. Because, you're going to have this big dude in here taking up most of your attention. So it's like, how much do we really need going on behind him? And, people are talking about adding custom wires and hoses and things in places. But even they're holding off, kind of going, yeah, let's kind of see what we can see, you know, later on, and we can figure things out. Because it's just screws holding everything in. There's really no glue. So this can all be blown apart real easy and put back together for custom painting if you really want to. That being said, let's move on to the next pack of parts, or the next kit. And here's kit 21. Let's see what we get and how much more work I have to do. This one looks like it was double taped. 2 pieces of tape. Well, we shall see. Let's see what's in here. Oop, ow, ow, son of a. Okay. That's a nice thing about paper. It just rips open nice and easy. Got a few plastic bits there. And oh, we've got another pipey, hosey thing. Focus. There we go. Guess I'm going to paint that, and then in a completely different color of paper. Fair enough. And we've got another one of the almost identical part. One of these is A, and one of them is B. Which one is... Oh! They're 2 slightly different sizes. So the B one, the B is... The tips are closer together. The A, they're a little more spread out, it looks like. And then we got these 3 parts, and then we've got some HP, and GP screws. Fantastic. I really actually enjoy the paper and cardboard packaging. That is quite nice. Makes it much easier to recycle. Even though, you know, recycling in the US is kind of a scam. Let me get some copper on these real quick, and then we'll continue on. Okay, so I just ended up spraying with these with Tamiya copper in my airbrush. I used XF6. It might actually be easier if you break open all the packs in advance and just spray them all with copper. Might work out better. Let's move this terrifying looking rubber blob of a thing. Oh God, it's like alien calamari that hasn't been cooked yet. I just want to slice off the little tentacles and bread them and deep fry them. That'll be fantastic. Other than that, let's continue on. Okay, so what we're going to do is take our little thing here and snap on this little guy, I guess. This goes on one way or the other. No, wrong. Want to put this on first. Squeeze that on. Then squeeze this on. Oh, that's a good press fit. That doesn't even need glue. That fits nicely. And, oh yeah, just really it's totally a press fit. And then we're going to put it in to these 4 little holes right here. And that's actually a decent press fit. And I'm not going to glue any of these in because I said, like, you know, if I want to blow it all apart again and paint it, we can. And then, so let's see, A is the wider one. Okay, so this wider one, we have a small hole and a big hole. This still kind of flaps around a little bit. So we're gonna put the small hole at the back, right there, the big hole at the front. push that in, and we're going to put a GP screw on the back hole and an HP screw on the front hole. So a GP there and HP there. I'll be right back. Okay, so that's screwed down. Now we're going to take this fella, same thing, small hole at the back, big hole at the front, and get them. There we go, in there. And then interesting. 2 HP screws in the bottom of there. Should this thing be like sitting in these holes a little better? Oh, it could be. I guess I knocked it loose. 1 second, please. Okay. Oh, so those are all in there. Very nice. And now we've got our last stage of this shipment, 22, or kit 22, I guess you would say. And looks like we've got here, there's a couple more of these beer kegs, for lack of a better term. And one of these Bose in-ground audio speakers. So we'll just shove that together real quick. Squeeze that middle part in, and then carefully align that with the peg holes. Squeeze that together, and then that will squeeze down onto here, like so. We've got 2 more of these tubes to screw together, and they're going to be labeled, and we got B, that's A, and B. Those will go together like that. A, go into A, and I will obviously AP screw those together. But yeah, so we're waiting for the next piece of wall. Obviously these will go like that. There'll be another piece of back wall. I actually may take these off and repaint them with the airbrush Tamiya XF6 chrome, and I'll paint these with the XF6 chrome also, so everything just matches, because now I'm getting OCD. I said it would happen. I knew it would happen. Like I said, the copper is a big pop, and a lot of people are painting everything, and I feel like once this guy's in here, some dry brushing is probably the more strategic option, especially if you don't have an airbrush. Not everybody has one. So like I said, I showed how you can just use a paint marker to paint these, and they look perfectly fine. And they actually end up looking pre-weathered a bit. You know, it's some dark and light spots. You know, and these just look perfectly copper. So the paint marker setup is sometimes a better option in a way, because it kind of pre-weathers it, because it's not the most immaculately perfect paint job. And these cockpits are lived in by something that looks like you had a stomach parasite and the doctor gave you some pills and weird stuff came out in your toilet. But yes, so I guess that's pretty much it for tonight. I will screw these together just as placeholders, just so I have them here. And next month, when we get more parts in our all cardboard and paper packaging, which is a nice little treat, I'll be honest. Yeah, it's awesome. So thank you for wiggly, creepy calamari alien. There we go. That's what I'm calling my Dalek. Calamari. Calamad. Scungil. Scungili is octopus, I think, right? Yeah. Either way, thank you for watching Pit Sane Hobbies. If I didn't already say it, which I probably didn't, click the links below to Hachette, to my Amazon links. You'll see these markers, and the Dalek. The Dalek is an awesome build. You got to do it. if you're a Doctor Who fan, or like me, more of a Dalek fan than a Doctor Who Time Lord fan. I just love the Daleks. I don't know why. It was like an angry, evil, more weaponized R2-D2 with an alien brain in it. It's so cool. You can't go wrong with the Dalek. Either way, thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment. Adios, everybody.